I am never satisfied when it comes to my computer. Like, mine is amazing right now. It's like, right now the only things that are really holding up this computer is the fact that I don't have a solid-state hard drive, and I already know which hard drive I'm looking at. Probably a Samsung 512 solid-state hard drive to be the primary hard disk, and then the 3 terabytes that I have as secondary, and that the 512 will be enough to load all my programs on, and I can keep all my files on the 3 terabyte. Unfortunately, there are the issue of I don't have the money for that. And then after that, I'm going to be updating my graphics card to a GTX 660 or some equivalently awesome thing that is available when I get that graphics card. But yeah, looking forward to that. Eventually. That's a long ways off. I still have Comic-Con and Gen Con in my Gen Con costume. So, I've basically no money for that with my current job. I mean, even if I got a new job, that would still require a lot of time and effort and energy. But eventually I'll... And then, after I get... eventually I'm going to trick it out to the extreme. 32 gigs of RAM, 3 SLI GTX 660s, solid-state hard drive, and 4 3-terabyte hard drives. So for a total of 12.5 terabytes of memory, I believe. And that will be it eventually. And then, after I get all of that done, that's like $2,000 right there. 2 or 3. Well, I've already spent $1,000. It was $3,000. So, yeah, a lot of money. After that, I'm going to build a new one. Well, not build a new one is a harsh term. I'm going to replace the motherboard and CPU with Intel motherboard and CPU. AMD is spectacular for the price range. Unfortunately, if I wanted to go better, I would have to go Intel because I'm already running at the peak of AMD. And I had my eye on a $500 board that had dual sockets, and I had my eye on the $1,000 Intel chip for, so that's $2,500 there. I'd have to buy a new fan, so that's $2,600. And, so basically double what I still have to spend to get this build where I want it to be. But luckily I wouldn't have to replace, oh, I'd also have to buy RAM to fill up all the RAM slots. I'd have to triple my RAM count with the new board. But, luckily everything else could be transferred over into the new board, and it would still be spectacular. Basically, when I'm done with this computer, it will be a supercomputer. Well, as much as a single solitary computer could be a supercomputer, but you get my drift. I still have to organize all my text documents and image documents. I'm playing with this thing. You can't see it because it's a little doohickey thing that covers up the USB port, and I'm playing with it, so that's about... Oh, and I'm also very exhausted because I've driven... I feel very bad right now. Not bad as in like, but bad as in like, I'm an idiot. Because, well, not an idiot, but I'm a hypocritical person. The reason being... the reason is, I've kind of driven 80 more miles this week than I normally do, and I normally drive 120 miles in an average week. 150 probably is more likely. Actually, more like 130, but somewhere in there. 120, 150, that's how much I drive in an average week. But this week I may have driven over 200 miles, and the week's not even done yet. And I still have more driving to do. And I hate it, but I have to do it. So why did I drive 80 more miles? Well, it's 20 miles to school, 20 miles back. I go 3 times a week. Work is like 5 miles, so that's twice a week. And then minus 5 miles because 1 time is on the way home from school. So that's 135 miles a week from just work and school. That's not including anything else. But this week I had to go rent equipment on Monday, which I normally don't go to class on. So 40 miles, 20 miles there, 20 miles back. And then today I had to come get the equipment from home and go back to school. So yeah. As much as I would like to be environmentally friendly, I am like the environment's worst friend. I'm a frenemy with the environment. I don't pollute or anything. I also try and pick up trash I find on the ground, but you know, picking up a pound of trash a month versus, you know, that 120 miles a week, it's not fun. So that's me complaining about how much I suck and telling you about the eventual state of my computer. But that's like 5 years in the future. By the time I go there, it might be completely different. I may have to upgrade all over again. I doubt it, because I built my computer sufficiently high that it will be above the average consumer-grade computer for basically ever. Yeah, but I gotta go now. So, live long and prosper, and don't forget to be awesome. Peace out.